Hi, I'm Kristen Connolly. I'm the elected clerk recorder and registrar voters here in Contra Costa County. Over the next 2 months, high school students will be interviewing elected officials of their choice to learn more about their work. We hope you will enjoy this series we're calling Democracy Dialogues.
Hi, my name is Renee Joseph, and I am here with Councilmember Newell, and I'm here with the CCTV series to interview him. So why don't we start with you telling me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I have been on the Danville Council for 28 years. I've served 7 terms as mayor and 7 terms as a council member, and that started in 1995. But I'm also an architect, so I run an architectural planning firm for the past 46 years.
Wow, that's really cool. What do you do in architect?
Well, actually, that's how I got involved in local government. I volunteered to be on an architectural design review board, if that makes sense,
Yes.
in Danville. I saw an advertisement, and from that I got involved volunteering and then got on the planning commission. So that was about making land use decisions and aesthetic decisions about new projects being built in Danville. And so it was kind of parallel of what I was passionate about and what I saw our local government. Danville was a town that was growing a lot back in 1995.
Nice. So when was the first time that you came? So the first time you came into office was in 1995?
Yes.
What surprised you most when you first came in?
Well, there was a long list. I sort of ran on the idea that, let me give you the backstory. The backstory, Danville was not doing very well financially.
Okay.
I was the chair of the planning commission, and I was seeing what I thought were some maybe desperate moves by the town staff in trying to prove things ahead of common sense and ahead of what might fit best for Danville. And I questioned that, and there was FBI was investigating some financial things. A lot of things weren't going well. And I naively thought, well, I run a business, so maybe I can do this. I'll run it like a business. Well, once getting elected, that there is a little bit of government that can run like a business, but the rest of it has to be there 24/7. It has to be there to make sure the lights are turned on, the streets are clean, no matter what. And so it's different. In a business, you can scale up or shrink down or do all those things according to the local economics. Government can't do that easily. But I found that some of those things from the business side did help create some discipline.
Yeah.
And so it's been an interesting journey. Even after 28 years, I'm still learning things. But it's been an interesting process. And Danville now is one of the best financially run cities. That
is really
and not just because
impressive.
of me.
That's so impressive. Would that well, on that note, what would you say the biggest concern of our county is now that?
Well, I think in our community, it's the state legislature has traditionally been a policymaking group. And to give you a contrast, in local government, as in the town of Danville, everything you touch and feel is created by local government. In fact, to get from here in Martinez to Danville, while you drive on a highway, it used to be maintained and run by the state of California through Caltrans.
Yeah.
It's not. We had to form our own transportation agency. So cities and counties really provide everything. But the state government is really trying to take over cities. So our biggest challenge to our communities, to our neighborhoods, is having policymakers try to tell us how to run day-to-day things. Right. And they're doing it over one concept, that we're missing a gap on housing. And Danville's a community that's completely built out. And we built out every square inch, except for one parcel, and that now has a plan proposed. So we're at odds with the state of California and what they're trying to do, and we're trying to make lives better in our community and help people get to and from work, live in a safe place, make sure they can raise their kids and get a good education.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. How do you, for this matter, how do you differentiate what, like, your responsibilities with the county and then also with your district?
Well, I would say that we're fortunate in Danville. We are elected at large, so we're not in districts. Our county supervisors have district elections, and that's because it's appropriate. There's 1.2 million people in Contra Costa, 5 supervisors. So that makes a lot of sense to have that. So I represent in Danville, I represent everybody that's in our community. But I also, because even though we're independent from the county, we're in Contra Costa County, so work closely with the county, and particularly our local supervisor for our district, where Danville's at, is Candace Anderson.
Yeah.
It also helps, she was a former mayor of Danville. And so we have a symbiotic relationship in providing services. There are certain things the county does that cities and towns can't do, and vice versa. And I think we work really well together.
Yeah, that's great that's how you can keep 2 ideas. For my last question to wrap this up, could you tell us your favorite part about Contra Costa?
Wow, the list is long, but you know, there are a couple of national parks. There's one here in Martinez, and you know where the other one is? It's in Danville, California. It's Dow House. Eugene O'Neill was an American playwright, the only one to ever win a Nobel Prize. He lived in Danville for several years, wrote most of his great works. Danville is situated in a valley between Mount Diablo State Park and the Las Trampas. It's a beautiful place to be. It's got a lot of history. It was founded during the gold rush when it really started to grow up. It's really, this is a beautiful place. Danville is the single safest community in the state of California for 7 years in a row. So proud of that. It's a great place to live.
Yeah. Well, that will be all for our time today. I thank you so much.
Great. Renee, thank you. It was really a pleasure to meet with you today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.